Plus, I'm going to give you a number. Okay.
Okay.
It's a large number.
All right.
671 days. That is how long that it has been since our last episode of Recut Gems. Can you believe it?
That's a whole title reign, like an important title reign too.
Can we just escape one pod without discussing this, man? Just one. That's all. Just one. That's it.
Look, man, you're under a month away from possibly seeing such end of said reign. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now.
You know what? And I truly, truly hate that I actually have to open this and talk about this in this way. People have created enough doubt, not a lot, just enough doubt in my head that I'm about to go to Los Angeles and be pissed off. That is where I'm at right now.
I think it's going to be the 180 of the infamous pick that was taken right after said man captured both titles.
The infamous pick. So you're telling me that I can actually wear the suit to Los Angeles?
Yeah, I think this is it, man. I'm going to go out there and, if I can go on DraftKings or wherever and place a bet, I would today.
I would be highly pissed if I have to wear a suit and watch a loss like this, but we don't have to worry about that this week because after 671 days, the streak, it's a good streak to end, but the streak is over, baby. We are 1,000% here, finally. After 2 years of wait, after more than enough asking, requesting, almost demanding, just about demanding in the mentions of A+ and of course myself.
Yeah, some
Recut Gems is back, baby.
We're back.
Recut Gems is back. The bombs are going off for a specific purpose.
Understand what's taking place right now, okay?
I tried to guess it. I can't guess that one.
It's a lot of speculation. This is a piss poor flex, actually. I don't have enough husk.
I was about to say, was that a Wayne?
No, it was not. It was just there's no husk in my voice right now, so that's the problem. I don't sound like, I'm trying to get like 300-pound flex, but I can't really even make it happen right now. So just
you trying to do cold cut flex?
Right? It's coming off more max caster than flex, which is bad. You know what I mean?
We don't need any max caster this week. We're not going to have any max caster this week. I'm just going to let you know right now. But cold cut flex is kind of a hard one to do.
Yeah. I'm not even warmed up enough, man.
The 190-pound flex is kind of new. It's kind of new. So I understand.
That's like, right around the corner from. So when did the crack come into play?
For you.
For you.
Is that my? You know what? I think we got to talk top flex sound bites. We don't have any flex sound bites right now outside of the bomb.
Right.
But in due time we will grow that.
Sure.
We will grow that, just know.
Oh, sure. I mean, we're going to talk recent ones in the last, let's say, decade. I think that's fucking bars, nigga. Like that's up there, right? Because that gets recycled very often. So you have to say that's up there, right?
Like, what's the other one? They laughing at you, nigga.
Right. Yes. That one is comedy because it's just at the end and it's pure peak random flex. Like, ooh.
And then Tyler had him breaking the fourth wall. He hit the "Would you go with that?" Damn, there is a good amount of flex ones, yo.
There's a lot of recent ones. And then this is more of a meme than a sound bite. I forget which like freestyle it is, but he looks at the camera and he like rolls his eyes and like it's a gift.
Oh my God. I forgot who was freestyling. But damn, there was the one where he's just staring. He just like.
That is comedy. There's so many from that studio that now are etched in the history books. But there's countless sound bites, man. I mean, countless.
And that's, I think, a really good point that we can make, knowing that our last episode was in April of 2021. So many things have fucking changed,
man.
So many things have absolutely changed since we've done our last episode. You and I have bonded a whole lot. We're going to talk about that pretty briefly, but I can't open up Recut Gems too far ahead without saying thank you and appreciations to everybody that has made sure that the Recut Gems name lived, because the one area that I actually started getting a little bit scared, like, holy shit, there actually is some pretty interesting rumbles about this. Five actually messaged me one day. This is like a couple months ago. I don't even remember what time this was. Messaged me a couple months ago and was like, yo, somebody messaged me and asked, where are the Recut Gems episodes? I think we only had like 6 episodes. He's like, yo, is there an area that people can listen to this? Because somebody is messaging me asking for it. And I was like, well, I kind of removed them to make the BlkPrint, but I have them on a drive, but I don't really have them anywhere else. So the demand for it started really, really showing on Twitter, and I can't go forward without thanking Dion. Who else? Johnny Barnes, Donnie Luch. Who else? Kel, Byron.
Byron, yeah, I was about to say shout out Byron too.
The people in RWC that have tackled us and tagged us in Discord.
He made threats.
And was like, yo, we're gonna need Recut Gems back. Specifically Dion. I'm actually gonna play you a soundbite from Dion because he is probably going to be one of the people that are the most excited that you and I are just here to just talk about things that we like and enjoy. Recut Gems had a specific the first rendition of Recut Gems, for those that are brand new to the pod between myself and A+. The first rendition of Recut Gems had a little bit of a theme where we would talk about some of the old things that Plus and I had listened to from our childhood, from our youth back in the day. Now, I can't really speak for you, Plus. I know I can only speak for me. And I can't. 15-year-old me would be so upset that I'm about to say this. Now I'm starting to realize I just have my old man bag. Like, my old man bag is here now. I'm starting to realize it.
It's tough for me because it's been happening. I mean, we've been talking recently and briefly just now about, I really have to catch up on some new music. Like, I haven't listened to Glaucoma 2, haven't listened to Don Toliver's album yet. So I don't want to feel like I'm slipping, but I feel like you said, I have an old man bag. I'm not about to listen to Yeet back to back. I love Baby Tron, don't get me wrong. I love Tron's music, but I don't know if I can sit down and listen to, the Old Testament, the New Testament back to back of the Ben Reaper. I love them, but I can't listen to all that back to back. I have to take my shot, pick and choose basically. And that may be my old man bag at the moment. I'm wearing a Prodigy shirt right now, for God's sake. So that just tells you.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my old man bag right now.
I've got Future's gonna start showing a little bit of his old man bag pretty soon. But of course, shout out to Anwar. Children Are the Future shirt that I have on right now.
It's a classic.
I was gonna throw my Carter 2 on, but I was like, we have plenty enough time to talk about Carter 2. We have plenty of time to talk about Carter 2. But this is going to be a much newer rendition. We want to make sure that this era of Recut Gems, I guess you would say, is a lot more recent. Plus and I are going to be talking about things that we are listening to from time to time, things that we would also still like to recommend for those that did listen to Recut Gems in the first rendition and actually did pick up a lot of game and actually liked listening to the things that we had talked about. There's going to be many different elements and different portions that we are excited to have as a now bonus show for the BlkPrint podcast. You're still going to get BlkPrint tomorrow. So BlkPrint episode 31 still coming out tomorrow. You're going to hear from us just about every other week. There's also going to be some other bonus episodes for the BlkPrint that we have talked about on the show that it's gonna be I can't really confirm anything just yet because we're still hammering out a little bit of the details, but we did hint at Throwblacks is going to be on the way as well, but those details are going to be coming. Between Plus and I, this is going to be our avenue to be able to do this on the BlkPrint network. So whether you're listening to this audibly, whether you're watching us on YouTube, of course, big shout outs to those that are on YouTube. This is going to be a new venture. The original Recut Gems also did not have video, something that Plus and I actually did regret from time to time. True. Just based off the amount of laughs that that you may have missed.
Right.
As I talk about laughs, one of the main things that Dion talked about is an area that he brought up on Instagram. He said I win. First and foremost, that he has Recut Gems back. So yes, Dion, you win. But secondly, he let me know that there was a joint named Francine that he's very, very happy is now back. So hopefully there's many more moments like that in our new era of Recut Gems.
That's hilarious. Francine.
A joint named Francine. But that just reminds me of the amount of things that have changed between 2021 and 2023. We've done Dallas last year. Dallas was very fun.
That was amazing. That was a great time. Dope Mania. Dope weekend overall, man. Of course, it was a Vibes Bachelor weekend. went to the bachelor party with the bachelor weekend, and we went to WrestleMania, the most stupendous, like Biggie when I say that.
Stupendous. Did Biggie have stupendous?
He said, and it feels stupendous. So it's like, I don't know, but no, it was a great time, man. We did that. Of course, we went to the wedding out there in the LBC, and man, you know, it's been a good time overall, man.
Did not get into any trouble. We actually, wow, there were many different moments that we had in Los Angeles in those, like, what was it, like at least 2-3 days. We had to go find Air Force Ones. That was very rare for us.
That was an excursion, man. Like searching from mall to mall and like striking out, and then just going, all right, man, where is like the hood sneaker store?
Yeah, exactly.
The hood sneaker store. Like it's like you had to unlock the door twice or 3 times to open the shit. So it was we got the Air Force One, so we got the all whites. We made it happen, but it was a trip to locate them. That's for sure.
Then Ty actually joined us on this part, being able to enjoy what did we play? Drought is Over Part 2. I think it was Drought is Over 2. The Carter 3 sessions. We're in the car, blasting it, playing it. That's what I'm talking about with my old man bag, man. Sometimes, even though I'm just like getting into the new stuff, and yes, I'm trying to keep up with new stuff from time to time. And briefly, we're going to be talking about the things that we are listening to currently. Sometimes I just want to go back into my old shit, man. Sometimes I just want to shed a tear listening to I Feel Like Dying or something like that. Even though that's a really crazy choice to actually have at this point in time.
It was a great song, you know. You had to be there. I mean, I listen to a lot of old Gucci, and that's like 15 years old this year. To a lot of the classic tapes, the movie's 15 years old this year, and it's weird to say because some of that shit doesn't sound like old to me, and maybe that's just me being old and just growing up with it. But I guess you could just say it just has great replay value, and especially the Wayne mixtapes of 07 and, you know, around that time overall. There's great replay value in that. And we're the first generation to kind of experience these artists having somewhat of a dual catalog. You know, it's like it's running at the same time because you had some fans around the 05, 06, 07 era still just getting like the commercial releases and what they could find on the internet and not, you know, being so tapped in and knowing like the true, you know, chronological order of Wayne's mixtape catalog or Gucci's mixtape catalog or, you know, there's just stories like that. So we're kind of like the first generation that did that. Now it's all ones. Everything's together. Some of these mixtapes now are coming out, you know, on all DSPs. It's a different world. But we were like the first to tackle that. And I think that's special for us to really have and go back to. We have to uphold that legacy.
You pull up a nigga's iPod and you're like, damn, nigga, got no you don't got no pad, no pencil in this bitch. Damn.
Right. What you just got back to the trap house? When you bought that off the iTunes store? What are you doing? Like,
come on, son. I just got the group rip, son. What you talking about, yo?
Right. Yeah,
this is group rip parties, huh?
Yeah, right. You know, you shot the RNS, but you know, I mean, that was a time, man. Once again, that's something like you had to be there for. There was something we were talking about in the Discord, and it was like, yo, you had to be there for it. Oh, it was the Weekend trilogy. That's what it was.
Who was talking about a Weekend trilogy in Discord?
I don't know where it originated. I think we were talking about it because, of course, he's going to be like the theme again for WrestleMania. But, you know, we were just talking about how the Weekend trilogy, when you play it now, it doesn't have the same effect as like his later releases in the catalog. And I mean, if you were there, of course, if you're listening, the Weekend trilogy was like held in high regard. He was shrouded in secrecy at this time. We didn't know what he looked like. We didn't know if the Weekend was a band or a person. So there were so many things that were new that were associated with the Weekend that we kind of look back on fondly. But, you know, play some of that shit now, and it's like, I'll take the later shit. It's so cool.
Remember, the only photo that was available of the Weekend was this nigga with a couch with a pillow over his head. Right. Nobody knew his nationality. Nobody knew. You could probably tell it was a dude, but you're like, okay, is there like 5 others of you? You don't know who it is until the Drake feature comes out.
I'd love to go back and retell history incorrectly and be like, you know, Joe LaPuma on like the 6:30 Complex World News tonight, like, folks, we have the first Bigfoot sighting of the Weekend. This is a Complex exclusive.
I don't even know how those details. I don't even think it was. I can't remember what the announcement was. Like, holy shit, this is the Weekend. I remember his first show that he ever did. The ones that he was like completely nervous and he was like, "You don't know what's in store," and the crowd is just screaming all over him. Like that. That is. That was the damn moment when you knew, like, damn. Oh, first of all, this nigga is nervous. Second of all, I was like, oh shit, it's the weekend. Okay.
Something about those Torontonians, man. They have to learn how to get comfortable with the stage in the bright lights, man. Because you know Drake there for a while was doing his thing like this on stage, where he was like he was doing like the little surfer dance, you know, with his hand behind his back. But he got comfortable over time, man. He's a great performer now, such as the Weeknd. Weeknd, I have to watch the HBO show because everybody says it's amazing. So,
what did Drake tell Flex? Yeah, I said that. I said that, and it's not. I'm gonna kill it. I forgot. What did he say?
Well, he said, "I have no something with the game when I kill it."
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, that shit
and Flex was like, exactly. Flex, man, King seller, bro.
Oh man, nobody sells like Flex, man. Come on, man. Nobody sells like Flex. He will make you like $1 million.
Speaking of epic sellers, another area that we had caught up on within these past 2 years, we did not get to really tell this story too often because by the time we were really at to sing its praises, the stock value kind of lowered down. Your introduction to me of Swamp Stories.
Oh man! Wow, that's right. That was WrestleMania weekend as well. Yep. All right, yeah. So we just like I was like, I think the TV had YouTube. So I was like, yo, Mark, you seen any of these Swamp Stories on YouTube?
I was like, huh?
Nah. I was like, oh shit, you gotta watch these. You have to watch these. I forget like which one was the first one. But this is when it was all like Cali centric, right? Like everything was kind of situated in like Northern California at the time because I believe he's from the Bay or Sacramento, one of the two.
And he was dissing someone crazy. I can't remember what city he was dissing.
Oh God, what is the city he always heals on, man?
He cut crazy
promos. The San Bernardino.
The San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. I think he just heals on the IE for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get the beef. I have to go uncover what is the Swamp Stories problem with the IE, but I think it's San Bernardino.
The first one, I forgot what the first one you showed me, but it didn't click to me until I saw the New Orleans one, and I was like, this guy is completely insane. Like this is going to be bad. Like this is going to be bad for him and specifically the stories that he tells. But now I'm pretty much like every person on Twitter now has their own Swamp Stories rendition now.
Right. Welcome to another edition of Swamp Stories. In this episode, we're going to talk about how the New York Mets have a problem with the New York Yankees. I don't know.
But first, let's talk about Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Staten Island, Harlem, and Manhattan just in general. Honestly, depending on if you live there, do not get upset or not, but my experience within the New York City metropolitan area was this place was pretty stinky. And he just goes on for at least like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's going to talk about how settlers arrived at Ellis Island. Yeah. 15 fucking minutes, like somebody cares. Like,
I don't know about you, but I would not have bought Manhattan Island for 20 cents. If anybody has not watched Swamp Stories on YouTube, please go watch Swamp Stories. It's kind of low down. It's kind of calmed down a little bit more now, but listening to those crazy stories back then was something that was a little bit insane. I don't know if he's touched YSL or not. I don't want to know, honestly.
I think he's getting a little bit more cocky. I haven't checked it in a while, but the last one I saw was like, oh, this guy's never going to show his face, huh?
Like, no, absolutely not.
Crazy. Like, I want him to be somewhere like on like a chat or a live or Twitch, and somebody's in the comments like Clayton Bigsby or something like, show us your face. Show us. Y'all want to see my face?
I want to see it.
His head explodes. This is ridiculous.
If I see it and it's fucking, I wouldn't even know a name. If he reveals the mask and it's goddamn, if it's Nardwar, imagine it's Nardwar. Oh my!
I just because it's from the Bay Area.
I can heal it up too, you know.
Right?
Nah, I wouldn't do Nardwar like that. We love Nardwar. But man, outside of that, more than enough stories have dropped within these past 2 years. People that we have lost, DJs that we have lost specifically. I still feel a little bit uncomfortable knowing that I'm never gonna meet K-Slay again, but
man,
it's a not again. I never met him, period. But that ends up being like one of my see, it's I don't want to use the word hero in the wrong type of sense, but to me, and I think I've said this before on other pods as well, but I gotta say it again. Like, I think there would be more DJs that I would be starstruck of seeing than I would be of artists, just based on the generation that we have seen. Like, I can go through a list of many different DJs that I would just look at and be like, holy shit, I know you're doing nothing but video content right now, but do you know that you did 30 Southern Smokes and I downloaded every single Southern Smoke, along with the special editions, along with the Scarface PS2 editions that you used to do, Mr. Smalls? And he probably would have, but then I think he would. I honestly think that he would. He kind of keeps it kind of low right now. Like, you never see DJ Smalls talk about mixtapes like that anymore.
That's true. But I feel the exact same way you feel about DJs. And for me personally, I have to add in like legendary radio personalities. Like, I've interviewed the lion's share of like my favorite rappers. Like, I've interviewed T.I., Nas,
yeah,
Jeezy, Gucci. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, but I never froze up mid-interview on like any of them. Like, you know, hey, the Gucci thing was not mid-interview, but I never froze up mid-interview on any of them. And I did when I met Angie Martinez at the BET Awards, and she keep like at Radio Row doing interviews. So yeah, thank God for my big homie Boogie D saving me at that moment, because I was like somewhere else. I wasn't there anymore. Like, I just like black. Like, I had nothing. I'm just
levitating.
Yeah, I was somewhere else, man. I don't know. I it's the only time I can really remember me like going blank, going blind. Maybe, I don't know. But I wasn't there anymore. And thank God Boogie fucking bailed me out.
Do you walk up to Angie and hit a plussie's home? Just like whisper it.
Nah, I whispered it. I said, "Teach me."
You didn't tell Angie you got 150 of these? She's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, yo?
I was like, yo, I know how to say my loving thug.
My damn loving thug. What hurts the most? Nope. See, this is I think one of the biggest purposes and benefits of having something like Recut Gems. You're for those that have never heard this, you're not gonna know a single fucking piece of what we were talking about, and it's gonna be hard for you to do so, because these types of moments are scraped, scoured, removed from the internet, unless you are somebody that is actually trying to preserve a whole lot of this right now. But it's a good lane. It's a good lane for preservation in rap now. I think more people are starting to see the importance of it now.
Yeah, man, we have to come up with a fucking name for the people that follow up this show and listen to us, like called archaeologists or some bullshit.
The archaeologists. What's our Recut Gem fans? Okay, what's our listener name? Hold on. The Cutters? Nah, Cutters is Cutters is dangerous. What's our emote though? Our emote's got to be some. You know, like,
it has to be something.
Should it be the scissor? Nah, we can't do scissor. What's their name? Took that.
Yeah, right.
We can't do that. We
can't. Diamond emoji. I don't know, man.
The diamonds. Gems. The gemstones.
Yeah.
The gemstones. But then Lupe's man's is gonna. Is it still Lupe's man?
That's so funny. I was going there. That is so funny, because I was like, so we're gonna get like served some papers from like 1st and 15th. You know,
if I see a 1st and 15th letter and it starts off Lupe saying, yo, I know I haven't done a couple of these in a minute, but you owe some money, brother, I would be just...
No, you forgot the end. It's like at the end is like F and F up at the end.
The exclamation point.
That's right.
With a wink emote at the end, I would be so upset. Please don't do that, Lupe. Please. We just want the name. We just want a name for our listeners and our supporters.
That's all, man. We On was a great song, though, man. We On.
Yeah. If I don't want to say that, I don't want to say this erroneously. I remember Lupe getting pile drived on that, but I can't remember.
It's close. 50,
it was close. It was a 50-50?
50-50 booking. I mean,
I don't know. You gotta.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go right here, then I'm gonna get my heat right here, and I'm gonna let you shine. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's one of those ones I haven't heard. That's one of those ones I haven't heard in so damn long. But
so long.
Like I had said, the DJ portion of this and the amount of people, not even the DJ portion of this, the amount of things that have changed within the past 2 years is something that I think is going to be something that we have got accustomed to. Got not necessarily accustomed to, but it's just like another chapter in the story, I would say, but specifically for Recut Gems, but more so the area of how we are going to tell these stories, what we're going to talk about. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more current than the first rendition, but preservation is so important. We just talked to we being J5, Josh Pease, myself, for the BlkPrint, we just talked to Jeremy Corellis. He has been so focused on getting things like DVD Couture out, which is literally, repurposing and damn near remastering. I don't know how the hell he's doing this, but
the amazing rips, the rip quality,
the crazy qualities. I don't understand.
Yeah.
He was definitely in the sections that had like the .x264 .dvd rips. I was like, back in the day, I was like, yo, y'all are nerds. Y'all downloading all this video? Shit.
Type of hard drive y'all niggas got over there.
I'm like, oh, you got a 5 terabyte joint? That was like $500 back then. I was upset back then. I was like, I don't got the space y'all got. I'm gonna just stick to the albums because who's gonna be watching video like that 15 years from now? Lo and behold, we're all watching goddamn video on our phone. Ain't this a bitch?
I wish I could find a Cocaine City DVD, man.
I want to say I have at least no less than 2 Cocaine City DVDs on my hard drive right now. No less. And
I don't know where any of my smacks at. I don't know where none of the Raw Report DVDs. Like, yo, Jeremy just posted that Shawty Low clip. Like, yo, true story, man. I did like a run where I went through like some offices in New York doing like a little DJ run. This is back when vinyl was still around, like the dying vinyl. And you would pick up CDs and miscellaneous stuff when you go to the offices. And one of those miscellaneous things was at the Asylum office. I picked up like 5 or 6 copies of Shawty Low, the Real Bankhead Story DVD, the Raw Report DVD. And I took this back home to Richmond, gave about 2-3 out, and I tried to keep 3 for myself. And of course, they're all to this day. But it spread like wildfire in the hood, man. Like everybody wanted to watch them. Like it just became popular. And this is like right before the moment that Shawty Low went on this great like 6-7 month run where he was coming with shit like They Know, Dun, Foolish. You know what I mean? That run these records still get played. It was that fun. It was that monumental. It meant something. So it almost was like, capturing the time. I wish I could find that DVD somewhere, man. But he had a clip of it. Shout out to Jeremy once again of Shawty Low recording Foolish in studio. And I mean, that once again, that's just classic platinum footage right there. And a high quality, once again, I might add.
That's a DVD with T-Lie on it, right?
No. That's
not T-Lie?
He was keeping it clean the whole DVD. He was still playing his feet. These were you have like the audio of him, you have the footage rather of him recording Dun in studio on there, Foolish in there. So once them records hit, he was like, now it's time to get into some real business. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
T.I., I know you're in the back. I know you're in the back, T.I.
Come out here, yo.
Come on.
Jim Roscoe. Oh, no.
All right. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Come on out of here.
T.I. found a way out of that though, boy. That has been the one uppercut. That has been the one uppercut outside of fuck T.I., nigga. What was it? I think did he put the middle finger down? I can't remember if he put the middle finger down or was it up?
I can't
fuck T.I., nigga.
Oh my god.
It's completely unfiltered.
That is classic footage though. That is all-time footage, if you know what we're talking about.
Rick Ross with the 2000 with the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. I think it was like 2003. This is before the much better lineage here. before he met the one and only and got his drops right.
He's dropping all these remarks from somebody's living room. Like he's sitting on like some type of chair. It's obviously somebody's living room or something. And Ross
like a green couch or some shit like that.
Right.
Laid back like this.
Oh, it just looks like somebody's like, they watch like the NBA playoffs or something. He's just going in, man. Just
freestyling on the couch. Right. Fuck T.I., nigga. I was like, whoa.
But no, T.I., when he sat that lawn chair down in front of the Bowen Home sign, I mean, that was like putting, I guess you could say, closing the chapter of that T.I. Shawty Low kerfuffle there for a minute. But
too many kerfuffles for Mr. Harris. What happened to man? I'm worth $100,000 and I'm worth millions.
That guy, I mean, from trap music to urban legend to king, that's one of the best runs in hip hop history, man. You know what I mean? This is a guy who was world champion material. Like he was doing Chevrolet commercials until they found the heavy artillery, man.
Big Culture Kane, what it is? I think I'm gonna rap straight up with you, nigga. Nah,
man, it's classic.
When you hear that, nobody knows the 2 seconds outside of like a couple thousand people.
I'm finna rap straight up for the. I mean, he's like they just keep everything. Okay, keep everything. I like how that sounded at the top. Keep everything.
Because you can't go to jail. Don't arrest everybody, nigga. Nah, everybody want to. I don't even think the soundtracks. I don't even think the soundtrack's on streaming.
Oh, that sucks, man. That was on. Was that Hustle and Flow, right?
Yep.
Wow.
That's a full-time hustler. Full-time.
Yo, I'll never forget seeing him on MTV My Block Memphis for the first time.
That My Block, wow.
And yo, they play that song. I'm a full-time hustler.
I'm a full-time
hustler. Full-time. Like, yo, he's just like, I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to y'all. I didn't think it was going to happen. But when I first heard, it's been a long time coming, I was like, oh, yeah, this guy's going to be here for a minute. He's going to be here for a minute.
Gotti had some South Florida. Gotti had some South Florida joy. If I had to talk about Palm Beach legends, it's always going to be, at least from we were teenagers, it's always going to be Boosie and Wayne. Like that was in every 30 gig iPod classic for Palm Beach in 2005, 2006. But a little bit later, like 2007, he had a flip with him and Pleasure P. I don't know if you remember Les Bot. Oh, okay, so I don't even have to say. So when I say, and that's real, homie. Okay. I did not see you. You gotta make sure you test people, because some people, like, that could be a complete city classic in another area that I have no idea about, and another city is like, what the hell are you playing?
No, that's true. I mean, Gotti. I always says about guys like Gotti, Gucci, and especially Boosie. They were like popular in like the mid to late 1980s NWA Crockett territory. Like Baltimore, from like Baltimore on down south and across, because like the Midwest there, like Indianapolis, huge. Cincy, Columbus, like they were big in the same place those territory wrestlers were big at, man. It's a weird pattern, but it's true.
So you're saying Gotti was like, man, this Jerry the King Lawler keep on fucking trolling, I swear to God.
Hey, look here, Kane. I know where you at. I know what TV studio you live at, homie. I see you every Saturday morning since I was 13. I know where you at, homie. I sent CMG down there. They're gonna power drive you.
What about Moneybag? What about Moneybag watching old school Memphis?
Oh man, yeah, we used to watch. I used to have American cereal. Eating cinnamon toast crunch. Used to watch Jerry the King Lawler every Saturday morning. And it was one time. Somebody was on the side of the ring. And they was like slipping off, and somebody went and they fell, and that's if you didn't know, that's the origin of my ad lib.
but bag. What about 2002 WWE? You didn't watch 2002?
Oh yeah, that was who was that? Who was that in the ring at the time? I'm trying to think right now. 02. Oh yeah, that was Rock and Hogan. Yeah, Rock and Hogan. I remember watching that at the local Hooters.
You don't fuck with Kurt?
I mean, we fuck with Kurt Angle, so we like his music, we listen to that. Yeah, we love that.
Was Glorilla also watching with him?
Yeah, I just love watching Trish.
I'm gonna follow. No, stop. I almost tipped this over. Almost. This would have had to end immediately because my whole set was about to tip over, and I just stopped myself immediately. Oh my God, I've never snapped back more into it than I just did snap back. Oh God, I gotta. Okay,
and that is Memphis wrestling favorite.
But like I said, city classics. You gotta really double check and see what songs rang off in different areas. Have you ever had problems with that? Like, say you're doing like a set. Like, have you had to tap in? Like, you get to the city early and just like, yo, what's the local joints around here? Like, I remember when we were super young, like this. Like me and my boy Shaq, my brother Shaq, we did this for so long. We were like, he wanted to throw his first ever house party, and this was 07. So if he's 16. I'm 07. No, I'm 16. I'm sorry. So we're on like 16, 17 around that time. We're still pretty new to Palm Beach. Like we're at least like 3-4 years in, at least. Probably like, yeah, around 3-4 years in or so. And we're just like, yo, we have our bag. Like, we both come from the tri-state area. We know what songs will be nice, and we know what songs are nice right now. And we kind of like have our Florida joints, like Ross, Plies, the big 2006 invasion of Florida rap was already happening. So like, we know our joints, but we didn't know what the Palm Beach records were. Like, you need a couple of those joints to really ring off in the city. Like, have you ever had to make sure that you tap in and get the local joints beforehand?
Oh yeah, that's that. I would say that right there is quality of a great tour DJ. So like, I'm more so on the other side of giving like the DJ intel for like what the big song is. So say if like, there's like a hot club performance and I don't know, Rich Homie Quan coming in, his DJ be like, yo, what's some hot songs here? And I'm hosting like, oh, such and such, such and such, such and such. If you play Yo Gotti, I Got That Sack, you'll have them. You don't worry about it. You'll be locked in forever. So if it's either that, like a big song from a national artist, that means something that resonates locally, or it could be a local artist, and then we have to get into like the thumb drive of passing around. I mean, that sometimes if it's worth it, you do that at that time. I don't know what you do now. Maybe you email it or airdrop it. But that is a mark of a good, really great tour DJ, because some will come in and like you said, like try to rock some songs from a different region because they work for you over there. You'll get fucking crickets, and you might even cool your man off before you bring him out, which is even more of a big failure. So yeah, you have to kind of get some intel before you go on. That's if you know what you're doing. Rather,
you said Rich Homie. I thought you was gonna hit the beginning, like what's his name? DJ
DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh.
Yeah, DJ Fresh. There we go.
Beginning. Funny you mentioned that, because Fresh will actually be in town tomorrow out here in Cleveland. Maybe by the time you hear this, it will already happen. But the Legends of the Streets tour is stopping in Cleveland. He's actually one of the hosts, along with my guy DJ Iceberg. So,
that's lit.
Yeah, Fresh is a whole entertainer on stage, man. Like, people have seen that clip and go viral and think that was just like a one-off. Like, nah, and he goes out there and does a whole show before the show. Like,
is he still Rich Homie's DJ?
No, he isn't, but he's been a tour DJ for Chris Brown's previous North American tour, and like I said, currently now hosted the Legends of the Streets tour. So he's still active out here.
Oh, so he was seeing all those 360 windmills throughout the past couple of months.
He's doing it right. He was there for it all.
I was about to do a Chris Brown. I don't think I have a Chris Brown voice. I don't know. I don't even know how you would do it.
I don't know. I just have like I have early Chris Brown. We used to make fun of this line. I think it's from Shorty Like Mine. He was like, we could hear the lisp. He's like, what I'm about to say straight up, real talk, don't cut down, play about it.
I thought you was gonna hit the end of Give Me That when he was like, yo, don't pretend like you don't know what's going on. All right?
We used to always wait for him. He was like, VA. Something.
Yeah. And he threw it up real quick.
Whoop, whoop, right. Oh man, Chris Brown was so wholesome, man. I mean, gosh, man, he was the white meat baby face of white meat baby faces, man.
That was the double mint gum commercial.
That's the peak of smiling baby face Chris Brown. Yes. I mean, hey, he was the money was coming in fast.
And then all of a sudden, on Oprah, I want to let y'all know. I don't even know. I don't even remember how the damn video. I don't even remember how the damn video.
It was like a video from like somewhere in Hollywood. I mean,
he was in the red Michael Jackson kind of looking suit. I just want to tell y'all, horribly, horribly sorry. I'm not a perfect person.
And what if you said like, what if he started like, I'm not a perfect person, and just read like Who Was Thank the Reason lyrics from that point on? I shouldn't be saying that.
I found a reason to be.
To change who I used to be.
Part of a reason for new. And the reason is y'all.
It's y'all. It's everything.
Thank you. And good night. I don't know. It might have worked. It might have worked. Kevin, I just tried Drewski. I was about to say Kevin Hart hands, but it actually is Drewski hands. Poor Drewski. Got his meme stolen.
Damn, that's right. Yeah, Kevin Hart did do so. That shit is recent, huh?
Yeah.
Hart picture.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, man, just lifting material in broad daylight now, huh?
And I don't even think it wasn't even Kevin that like really started it. I think Kevin just came out like a couple of days ago and was like, "Yo, what the hell are y'all doing with my photos?" But now It's just like, damn, the Drewski hands is now the Kevin Hart hands. So upset.
Wow. Yeah. It's gonna hit like the people, like the housewives and the women that watch like The View. That part of like social media, it is gonna be like the Kevin Hart hands. It won't be the Drewski hands any longer. It'll be like the men who like work in like like strict 9 to 5 jobs who not really, you know, into the depths of social media anymore. They'll call it the Kevin Hart hands. You know what I mean? So no, it's
Poor
interesting.
Kevin.
Poor guy.
And poor Chris. Unfortunately, he is not in my rotation. But we're going to be talking about. You know what? Next episode, let's talk about our rotations. Let's talk about what we are, we briefly talked about, you know, the time that we have spent to try to get to a lot of new music and things of that nature. I do want to say before I did get off Johnny Barnes, I did listen to one of the albums that I said that I was going to listen to for episode 1 of Recut Gems. I've been in a little bit of an alternative bag recently.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. So one of the albums that I've been playing a lot has been this Paramore album. I'm not the niggas love Paramore guy. I've never really been that guy.
There's something about Haley that niggas just love, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. Like, I got my cuts. Like,
yeah, sure.
Riot was huge in Palm Beach back in the day.
Misery Business was like the first one, right?
Yeah. Misery Business.
Yeah.
That's What You Get. Autumn Records. Like, those were big for like around senior year. What was that? Senior year, class of 09, things like that. Like, that was big around that time. But I just like have my small cuts from here and there from Paramore. Like the 2 ones from that 2013 album, the self-titled, like 2 ones from the one, the butterfly on the cover. That's how I distinct a lot of my albums actually from album art. Riot, I got like my 2-3 records on there, but I was never, listen to this fucking album front to back with Paramore until I was like,
their co-sign album. Yo, dude, you got a little, when you put this Paramore album in, God, let me tell you something, the pavement gonna rumble.
Who that? Uncle Murda giving niggas Paramore?
He busted.
But 2023 album, I was like, let me give it a try. I've never given a Paramore album a full try, and it's actually fucking hitting. Like,
when did After drop? When did it drop?
Like a month ago, I want to say. Okay. Like a month ago. Like one of the first albums of 2023. The first couple songs, like the title track they dropped a couple months ago. The title track was okay. I was like, that's pretty interesting. The like track 2, 3, and 4, I was like, like the news, I was like, running out of time. I was like, about to press the button and then go back to this Wayne. But then 5 through 10, I was like, okay, now I hit the KRS. I had to hit the KRS on it.
Like she showed up, or they showed up rather.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, okay, maybe I'll give the past discography an actual full listen and see how that ends up going. So I did listen to After Laughter, Johnny, and I think Meals had asked too. Shout out to Meals. They were interested in what I thought about After Laughter. It was cool. It wasn't. I didn't really get the feeling that I got with This Is Why, but I do got my joints. I'll let you know what I hit like on. I hit like on Fake Happy, Pool, Idol Worship. Those are my 3 joints. Those are my 3 joints of After Laughter. It was cool. It was a nice listen. I can tell that Paramore is like the field trip kind of artist. Like I'm just, you put it on and you just sit back, look at the ceiling and shit like that. So
the long ride car test.
Yeah, the long ride car. I think you would see my joint earlier. What was it? On Instagram. It was on Instagram, and I was like, yo, I've been sitting outside for like 30 minutes. It's one of them.
Okay, right.
It's one of them.
It is. Got it.
So that ended up being my play of After Laughter. I didn't like it as much as This Is Why, but it's completely fine. I still have plenty more to listen to. Maybe I'll give that on the next episode of Recut Gems.
I will say one of their most soulful songs that I know of has to be "Ain't It Fun," right?
Yeah. That was the one where she was like, yeah, Haley used to sing in the church and it's about Rodney Hood and shit.
You could do that with one of those WrestleMania choirs. You know what I'm saying? Your time is up. My time is now. Yo,
to your mama. Ain't no crying. Yeah. That's when I was like, all right, I can see Haley being in the church back then.
No, for real.
But that'll be the play for the next Recut Gems. It was good to kick back and catch up with everybody. Of course, we're going to make sure that we do this every other week. You're gonna hear one more from us pretty recent, and then after that, we are going to be every other week on the show, on pretty much whenever AMP is on. So we usually do AMP every other Wednesday. That same week, you're going to get a new episode of Recut Gems. And the following week will be, your traditional stuff with BlkPrint, B-sides for our patrons, so on and so forth. But as a patron, you also do get this early before it ends up dropping that following Monday. So a lot of exciting conversations that we're going to have ahead between A+ and myself. We can't wait to talk to you guys a whole lot more about what we're playing, what we're listening to, and so on and so forth. And most importantly, in between all of that, this could not happen without people knocking on the door. Let me make sure I don't tip my damn setup over it. Let me make sure I don't tip my damn setup over again. Knocking on the door and making sure that we tell these stories and do our own forms of not restoration. Jesus, I just said the word. I just said the word a couple minutes ago.
Oh crap. You did.
What was that damn word that I said? Reservation, preservation. There we go.
Yeah.
That's our 8 show in there. So episode 2.
I'm Sonny. Okay, sorry.
Back in my day, we didn't need them big old fancy words. You just told them and niggas knew what it was.
Sounds like Arnold's who's that, his granddad?
Come here, Arnold. Gonna see you got off skirt. Niggas ain't fucking with that, Arnold.
What block was Gerald from before we leave? What?
Yo, didn't they say it was DC? I'm not believing. Hey Arnold was from DC. I'm not.
No, I thought he was New York.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows it's New York. Niggas was like, oh well, actually, it's DC. Ain't no fucking way Hey Arnold was in DC.
Next thing they're gonna say, Hey Arnold was in Baltimore, right? And Gerald actually inspired on The Wire. Like, all right, come on, man, shut up. Just
you ain't see PS 118 on the fucking block back in the day.
What other city does that besides New York City?
I don't think there's any other PSs outside of the city, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Niggas trying to get their damn city off. All right, y'all. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Oh, actually, no. We see you a little bit earlier before we start getting into our 2-week period for another episode of Recut Gems. Until then, we will see you then. Peace.